Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luke of Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
I love Batman.
He's not gonna hear this.
I always get so giddy. I'm like, oh, yes, I love Batman. Yes. All right, kids. We are back.
Can you at least take it off when Moon Knight comes out? Cut the kid a break.
I could
Just
record
for
a new
those
one.
8 weeks, can you just
Yeah.
not?
I always offer he can record a new one. Oh, Ray, when that series comes out, record me a new one. Say.
I love Barry Allen.
No, I love Moon Knight, not the Batman, I swear. All right, kids, welcome back to another episode. We are the Night, the Batman.
The Batman podcast.
See, it's like, is it the Batman podcast or the Batman podcast?
The Batman.
I am Phil, and that scourge of...
Terror of Gotham. Lurker of Crime Alley. Lilith Hellfire.
All right, kids, so today we're talking Detective Comics 683 and 684, a Penguin story.
So close.
And I'll throw this at Lilith. I didn't say anything to her. We're going to talk some new comics after that.
Yeah, throw it in.
Batman Detective, and
There's never a shortage of bat-related books, that's for sure.
oh my god, I love you, Bleeding Cool. I saw was it a headline yesterday? They did the math. They're like, okay, this coming week, 80% of the books will be Batman books or Batman related.
It's only gonna get worse, kids. It's only gonna get worse.
What? Because of the movie?
If that Bat-Pat movie does good, oh my god. It's over for these hoes. It's over. Goodbye, Wonder Woman. Goodbye, Superman. Guess what? You're now moving to Gotham. You're a Bat book.
And what kind of bar do they have to hit? Because I mean, Justice League's a low bar, so it's like, how high does the Batman even have to do for it to be
Well,
like?
they actually only used $100 million to make the movie because most of the stuff's practical, and that's just kind of Matt Reeves vibes, honestly. So I mean, I'm thinking it's not gonna make the billion, but I think 750 million.
Oh yeah,
weekend internationally easily.
Again, it's the Batman. It's everyone
but
knows.
It's also Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, but again, it's everyone knows.
And
the brand.
they got a black cat. They got a lot going against it for toxic fans. So
yeah, but there's gonna be a fan base that'll go to.
Yeah, just off of Rob Pattinson's Twilight fans.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's even a portion of the fan base that will go just to poo-poo on it, though, too.
Well, those people, are me mateys, so... we live in that era now, so we'll see. I'm excited to see what happens, honestly.
Batman brings everyone to the theaters,
I love Batman.
Unless it's Ben Affleck.
Oh my god. Should I just torment him the week the movie's coming out? Be like, Ray, when are you going to see the movie?
I love Batman.
Aren't you gonna do our review, Ray? We'd love to have you.
Oh my god, we have an episode for the movie. Oh my god, should we do a round table and be like, Ray, we saved you a seat, man.
Come on, buddy, join us. We should. And that empty seat was for Ray, who bailed on us for obvious reasons.
You know how many people we could probably bring to that episode just on the premise of, hey, Ray's gonna be here stewing,
Yeah, I think we should do it.
I want like 9 other people, including us, and just everyone turns and goes, Ray, what did you think of this? What did you think of that?
Ray just explodes.
We love our patrons like Ray, Russell, and Justin.
They're wild. I love Batman. I tell you.
What?
They're wild like animals, I tell you.
Wild like an animal.
I gotta rub that one in.
Speaking of wild like an animal, let's jump into our story, shall we?
Oh, the Penguin? Oh my. I mean, just look at that cover for 683. It's just like Penguin and those four scantily clad women. It's like, look, he's not racist, kids. He'll demean women of any color or nationality.
He is a rich man after all. A rich
That's
white
true.
man at the end of the day. So.
But see, he doesn't discriminate.
We don't have a scrolly bar, Phil. Come on, wake up.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that's right. I did have it going, but someone was late. That's right.
I know, I was late. I had a
She had to kick a man out of her house, kids.
I was nice. I actually did buy an Egg McMuffin, so.
She was nice, kid. She let him live.
Problem is, nobody can kill me. Everybody will know. They're like, Lilith's not podcasting? Somebody go call the cops.
Don't hit the queen if you can't kill the queen.
Exactly.
Don't pull it out unless you're going to use it. That's true for guns and penises. It's all rape and murder, I'll tell you that.
So appropriate for our Batman podcast.
Oh my God, if you ever go on trial, I could get you convicted so easily, couldn't
I
I?
know. It's like, it was all satire and parody, I swear.
What was she doing with that gun?
Somebody was trying to sneak it in.
All right, Detective Comics 683 from March 1995. Odds Against. Written by Chuck Dixon, penciler Graham Nolan, inker Scott Hanna, colorist.
We're in the Dixon era, y'all.
That's right. Oh, you love the Dixon era, love.
I prefer the Cox era, but it's fine.
Hello. Inker Scott Hanna, colorist Adrian Roy, letterer John Costanza. Can't stand you. Editors Scott Peterson and Darren Vincenzo.
I wonder if his middle name is Lewis. Only real fans know George's middle name is Lewis. Where did we learn that episode? The Frogger.
Only real fans remember the one reference to a brother that was never seen.
And a sister, no less.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what is this, Boy Meets World?
Lloyd Braun.
Because he does end up dating his cousin, so.
He'll show his parents.
Yes, how many Seinfeld references? That's the game.
Exactly. I'm not a van guy. Odds Against. Batman and Robin stop a robbery, but two of the thugs escape. They report what happened to their boss, the Penguin. Thank you. Without a clue of the connection of all the recent robberies, Batman and Robin start to suspect that a major criminal must be involved. Well, it's Gotham on a Tuesday. Of course there is. At the Iceberg Lounge, a certain man is on a winning spree at blackjack. He is taken to the Penguin to confess how he manages to win all the time. The man explains that he used to be a risk analysis. Is that the title? Risk analysis?
Oh, dear.
And he calculates the odds in the game to win every time. The Penguin, instead of being angry at the man, hires him to make him work on successful robbery plans. Man, yeah, Penguin reporter Lilith. He's like, usually I would kill you, sir, but I think I might have a use for you. See what happens when you're late? My head just fills with this stuff.
Better out than in.
Hey-o!
Somebody was trying to sneak it in.
Hey-o. The actuary, as the man asked to be called, assures Penguin that with his intellect, Batman will never again bother him or his plans.
Ooh, man! Oh, do you kids know what an actuary does for a living? I actually did that in summers in college.
Isn't that, don't they work for the insurance
life
company?
Insurance, yeah.
Yeah, and figure out the average,
calculate the odds and what you're worth.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, when people die in this, yeah. I mean, it's supposed to pay good, isn't it? If you can do it, right?
Yeah, it's just boring as hell.
Oh yeah,
you're pretty much in the basement. No lights. I loved it.
Oh, that's what drew Lilith to it. Yeah.
You.
No human contact. Yeah. Damn, I want that job. Meanwhile, Harvey Bullock is in a coma at the hospital. His partners Renee Montoya and Mackenzie Bach visit him.
Listen, they were in on it. I'm just saying, Bullet's annoying. They were in on it.
Well, yeah, they used him as a human shield against the KGB still. We're going to fix that for it.
And don't even feel bad about it. This era of Bullets, don't even feel bad about it.
We're going to have to get to that story. But 3 days have passed and he hasn't moved at all. Well, it's Bullock. What else is new?
Everybody looks like they're in like some kind of freaking 80s music video. What the hell, man?
What, the clothes and stuff?
The sunglasses, the smoke, the warehouses. This is like an 80s freaking music video smorgasbord.
I wear my sunglasses at night. Batman and Robin follow their only lead to unravel who's behind the robberies. They went to see.
Can I shout out the artwork on the Robin this week? Chef's kiss. It's excellent.
Oh my!
It is.
Oh my! I love how Batman and Robin are running around in this story. I mean, we Batman.
We blew those nut jobs to hell. We did.
Thank you for the drop.
You're welcome.
But no, it's like we've touted Batman as the world's greatest detective, but it's like if someone isn't leaving penguins or riddlers or playing cards, he's like, who's behind this crime spree? I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, they did make it easy for quite a long time. He's got to, dust off the old noggin. It's a muscle. Right. You got to use it.
Yeah, see?
That's true for guns and penises.
Don't pull it out unless you're going to use it. That's true for guns and penises.
I think that will be my number one drop for quite a while.
You know what? Forget Ray. I think talking about meat is so natural for Lilith.
How dare you, sir? That is the Sausage Man. You put some respect on the Sausage Man's name. He has 2 songs about it. That's all I'm saying.
Sausage Man. Sausage Man.
So you're saying if you got
Why
Russell...
do we like this?
So you're saying if you got Russell songs, you could be the Sausage Woman?
It's not just for boys.
Can't go after the king. Sorry.
The Sausage King. Instead of Condiment King, Sausage King. Ray's like a rogue. He's the Sausage King.
Poor Ray.
He's a god.
He's not gonna hear this, but hey, Justin.
I was gonna say Justin and Russell and everyone else is gonna tell him, "Hey, dude, you're really
the Sausage King now, buddy."
Anyone with any artistic talent, I'm not telling you to draw a costume for Ray, but
make sure it has a tank top in it, though. That is my one requirement.
But if you do it, I'll share it. Poor Ray. So Batman and Robin go to see a man named Brigham Thomas, who was involved.
Man about a horse.
Who was involved in some of the past robberies. But when they arrive to the man's place, they are stunned by an explosion in Thomas's apartment. They were back to square one. Later, I love how like Batman just gets all streamlined to like fly down to the street. Robin's just like, ah!
Birds can fly? What are you so scared about?
Batman's like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to find a new. Oh, never mind. Later, the Penguin celebrates that for the first time he is one step ahead of Batman.
Yeah, right.
As they ran out of options.
It's not called the Iceberg Lounge Chronicles. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my. He really stuck it to him with that umbrella, didn't he? As they ran out of options, Batman sought help from Commissioner Gordon, his boo, finally going to see his boo when he needs something, who provided him with the info he required on the deceased thug.
Is this the most people of color we see in a Batman issue? Like, I mean, no shade, no tea. I'm just saying there's women of color, there's a black guy. Like, what? There's a lot going on in this issue.
I know. I told you, Penguin's an equal opportunity molester.
I mean, it just like, for me, it feels like it just came out of nowhere. Not that I'm complaining, but it's just like, Chuck, did you get the memo? This book is pretty white.
What was that? What was that? His attempt to make it not as white?
Maybe. And it was subtle enough, but like as a Batman fan, you notice it. Not in a bad way, you just notice it.
I know. Come on, Chuck. Didn't you read the statistics? It's like 95% of crime in Gotham is committed by white people. Come on. White people in tights. Come on.
Exactly. Maybe that's why I love Batman so much. Goes against the grain of the narrative.
That's why, because people of color at least probably have some fashion sense. These crazy white guys are just like,
Purple and green.
I'll wear anything.
Basic.
Exactly. These white nerds will wear
you,
anything.
a goblin?
Lilith, these crazy white nerds will wear any costume.
We're doing me now?
Get that man a Gwenpool costume stat!
Gonna do with the Wakandan accent on it. Yeah, give this man. Damn, what's coming out of my pit? All right. So yeah, the Batman goes to Gordon, who provides him with the info he required on the deceased thug because he's sleeping in his office because him and Sarah are fighting. And Lil says, "Who can blame him?"
Exactly. That's what an office is for.
I love how Batman has some trouble at home. It's none of your damn business.
What would he know? He can't keep a girlfriend for 10 minutes.
What would you know? I hear the rumors that you F bats.
Thank you, Harley Quinn. Truly, that show surprised me. Has no business being that damn good.
I know. I mean, and think about it. I mean, what's his face playing all the top cops again? Christopher Maloney playing Gordon there. He's back on a SVU show. Or
the dump truck is back in the SV universe and all is right in the world.
Oh my!
Now, if him and Liv could just get together.
They keep teasing it. They keep doing little, like, they'll cross she'll show up on his show every so often. They keep teasing it, so.
I know, and that show has no business being this. I thought it was just going to be like, we got Maloney back. We don't have to put in the effort, but it's actually pretty good.
Oh, the new show?
It's almost as good as Criminal Intent, the old D'Onofrio show. So
you're watching
that's
the new
show? Standard of actual
yeah.
Law and Order shows, if you don't know.
So you're watching the new show?
Oh, yeah. I give it a couple of episodes and I binge them, like 2-3 at a time. But yeah, it's got no business being that good.
Well, I think they're finally going to take down Dylan McDermott soon because I think he's going to some CBS show. So,
oh, the enemy.
And they're bringing in
probably.
What?
Blue Bloods. That's their cop show. It's either that. I think NCIS is still on.
It's probably some show that needs help, so they're like bringing in Dylan McDermott. Gordon provided him with the info he required on the deceased thug. Batman found some familiar names in the file, and he was back on track of the robberies. At that time, Penguin set his plan in action and sent his thugs to rob the Gotham Stadium and stay where people were until the game was over and walked out as normal civilians. Boy, how do we know if they're the robbers? Maybe the guys carrying the gym bags, maybe? I don't know.
You know what? The Batman art's pretty good, too, but the Robin art sticks out in this issue.
Yeah. It's weird.
You know why? Because Robin wears colorful colors. Why? Because Batman doesn't want to get shot.
Oh my God! They should have said, "Oh yeah, they robbed the place on gym bag night, so everyone should have had a bag." Everything went as planned, but when they are on their way to Penguin, Batman smashed their car and dragged one of the thugs through the car window. That a boy.
He's like, "I'm tired of you making me look like a fool. Get over here."
Smash it.
Swear to me.
Smash it.
The gift that keeps giving.
What, that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
First it was art, and now it's a meme, because that is the life cycle.
Oh, good for you.
La da 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 da. The other one escaped, but Batman had a plan in mind to make the one he caught to speak. Oh, that's next issue. In the end, the actuary came up with a plan to prevent Batman spoiling the robbery. Attempt a daylight robbery.
Yeah, take that, see? Back to Nocturnal.
Well, the actuary's like, yeah, man, Batman's never spotted in daytime. He's like, that'll take chances down to 0.
And
Oh my.
Gotham PD is useless, so.
Okay, so this was 683. This issue is the first one that is not part of a crossover storyline since Detective Comics 659.
Didn't we mention that? Yeah, I think we did mention that.
So, I mean, I don't know if they were trying to boost. I mean, between Nightfall and then, yeah, there was this Prodigal, and then, like when Bruce came back, that every monthly book did 1 month of a cross. So, yeah, so from the beginning of Nightfall to this, I mean, that was what, like 2 years?
Yeah.
That was like 92 or 93. Oh my God.
Well, that was the comic business though back then, honestly.
And I think they were trying to get sales up on Detective.
Yeah. Like I said, Detective goes through its spouts where Batman's the better book. And we're in that spurt right now, actually.
Yeah. Can you imagine, kids? There was a time a Batbook needed help.
Well, hell, they almost canceled Detective Comics back in the day.
Oh, I know.
With the 70s or whatever. So.
Oh yeah.
I think they realized we can't really cancel Detective Comics.
Yeah, it's like canceling Action Comics. It's like the thing's been around forever.
We gotta get to 1,000, Jerry.
Well, I think they learned their lesson because they like tried to renumber during New 52. It's like, you don't do that.
Yeah, that's how you end up with a legacy numbering on your cover.
Exactly. It's like Detective Comics. That's what the kids are coming for, is the high number. Come on.
Actually, it doesn't even matter anymore. Nothing matters. The continuity is all wonky. It's whatever you want it to be. We're erasing New 52, so it's definitely whatever you want it to be now, kids.
Issue numbers are just a construct.
At DC, definitely.
Oh yeah, I mean they'll never admit their mistake, but yeah, they are so erasing New 52. Don't
call it a reboot or a refresh.
What did you see at the beginning of Detective 1050? They were talking about No Man's Land. It's like, whoa, yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to bring the nerds back.
Oh, because me and Kristen were talking about it. Because Kristen was like, she's like, did I miss something? She's like, is Huntress not a woman of color anymore? I'm like, nope. She's like, how'd that happen? I was like, they never said, but what do they always blame stuff on? Whatever crisis happened, whatever that last crisis was.
Well, they're also trying to kind of do that with Catwoman, but we'll see. We'll see how good that movie does. Then they'll probably change their tune.
Yes.
Get ready for a Zoe Kravitz Catwoman, kids. Me, wow.
Hopefully the script's good. I mean, just from the commercials, I mean, she looks good. She looks the part. It's just hopefully.
It's giving me very much Gotham TV show vibes, and I don't know how to feel about it. With a better budget. I'm just being real with you.
I think it'll work as long as the script's there. I don't. Don't fail this city.
Oh. The good old days. I miss those good old days, Philip.
I know. Hey, I told you.
First 2 seasons of Arrow. Well, first three and a half seasons of Arrow. Just absolute pure chaotic fun.
That's our secret origin. Come on.
I know. I miss it. If I had a time machine, that's where I'd go, to be honest. I'd make sure Felicity. No offense to Emily Rickards. I'd make sure somebody else got the part of Felicity.
Oh
that
my!
Should only be a three episode guest star.
That's right, kids. Lilith Hellfire took my podcast virginity. I was like, hello.
Phil, stop saying that. You're gonna get me in trouble.
I was of age. Come on.
Okay, fair enough. Although to be a white male podcaster, you weren't 40 at the time, so technically you weren't. That's the average. Did you know that's the average age of a white male podcaster is like 42 or something like that?
I didn't, but it makes sense. Makes sense. Oh my god.
Especially on YouTube. Yikes.
Hey, I resemble that remark. Yeah.
No, you're see, I'm the top. See, that's the beauty of like the Capes Network. I'm the toxic fan. You and Charlie are just absolute delightful fanboys. I'm the toxic fan. See, that's a change of pace.
Hey, it's we're not what you expect. All right. Let's get to the next one. Detective Comics 684 from April 1995. Darkest
this
Day.
is one of my favorite Batman panels ever. I give you something, you give me something, okay? He's like, I don't make deals. I think it's time to change the old profile pic, actually.
But yes, Darkest Day writer, of course. Yeah, the team is the same. Batman had Nico Vanetti tied up inside a morgue chamber in the old established GCPD forensic annex.
Kinky. No shame. No tea. No shame.
In order to make him speak about the next robbery plan, Nico wouldn't say anything, and Batman left the man there for another day.
I mean, honestly, it's Gotham. It's the safest place in the city.
I know, but I think he was just thinking about the rats because he's like, "Don't leave me alone, Batman's like, "You're not alone."
When you're a criminal in Gotham, you're never really alone.
What are you talking about, kid? You can think up a date easy. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Harvey Bullock came out of his coma, and Renee Montoya, along with Mackenzie Bach, visit him.
Can we talk about how they call their Denny's Lenny's?
Call their what?
Their Denny's is actually Lenny's.
Oh yeah. They
could have said, Big Belly Burger, but I don't think it was that time. Honestly, come on, Six Flags. Six Flags. I always want to say 7 for some reason because the Big 7 or whatever, but. Come on,
I'm trying to remember.
Belly Burger already. I don't even know if they're in business anymore, but that's man, Universal. Come on, pick it up.
I can't remember it. In '95, I don't know if Big Belly anywhere outside the Superman books.
No, I don't think so. But even better, I mean, '95 Superman.
Exactly. Yeah. Come on, kids. We're gonna have a movie with Nick Cage in it. Come on.
The bullet we dodged collectively. I don't ever want to end up in that universe.
I know, but we still got shot in the head with that Batman and Robin movie.
I mean, I can tolerate that. I mean, I was a kid. Even as a kid, I didn't really like it. I liked all the merch, but I didn't like the actual movie. So.
Oh my god! I as a 19-year-old, I just remember coming out of the theater and like went with some friends, and they're like, "Oh, the movie was okay." I was like, "No, it wasn't. Let me explain to you why that movie was crap."
I mean, at that time, really, really, comic book nerds were so niche.
Mm-hmm.
They could never get away with that in this day and age, bro.
I know. At that
Harvey
moment,
looks like the Penguin. I'm just saying.
What?
Harvey kind of looks like the Penguin a little bit.
Needs a bigger nose. At that moment, the Penguin was reviewing the plan once again. In some place of the city, Black Mask began to recover all the lost territory in Gotham City, and Batman got a confession from Nico Vanetti. The robbery was going to be at daylight in the flower show to prevent Batman from showing up. Oh man, I just love like Black Mask just like taking out the trash because like that guy he kills was like a crime boss who showed up during nightfall.
It's like we're getting rid of all evidence of Nightfall.
I guess. Yes, kids. It was It was utter ridiculousness. The guy hires the Trigger twins to rob a train, and guess what? Batman stopped them. It was not Bruce Wayne. That's he had giant 90s claws. Well, there's your hint.
They got a Mickey Mouse mask during that robbery. I'm just saying. I don't know if you saw it.
Damn you, Chuck! Disney was about to buy us. Damn it!
I don't want to live in that world. Actually, where Disney owns DC, I do not want to live in that multiverse.
Why? Maybe someone other than Batman will get a book.
It'd be Superman, man. That's the world Tyler wants to live in. They'd make him the Captain America. Although technically the DCEU, pretty much the Superman movies are equivalent to the Captain America movies because they are not his movies. Everybody else outshines him. So technically.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Lilith. I want my Batman in the Secret Avengers book. Come on. Oh my God. Can you imagine if all that went down? It'll never happen, but if that all went down and like they had like a team with like Batman and Moon Knight on it.
And I just like, and then get Green Arrow. This team's pretty redundant, bro.
What the F?
Don't worry, I threw in my Green Arrow too, Ray. Okay, not that you'll hear this.
Batman and Moon Knight on an Avengers team.
I love Batman.
Talk about an injustice team.
Terrible. The Penguin managed to infiltrate a giant-sized penguin made out of flowers to the flower show. Now do you know
who's a Trojan horse or a Trojan penguin?
Now do you know who's behind it, Batman? If you live in Gotham, wouldn't you like double and triple check any like large penguin that came into like something like this?
Yeah. Large like playing cards.
A giant coin.
Or the flower show. Hell, that could have been Poison Ivy, to be honest.
True.
Just be on high alert.
Anything that even resembled a question mark? It's like, come on. The people were enjoying the exhibition, and even a weird-looking man that asked too many questions.
Amazing.
Once inside, the penguins.
I love Star Trek. I relate to that T-shirt a lot.
The T-shirt and the way that guy looks. I mean, were they trying to like subtly say was that supposed to be like look like Peter David or something?
Philip, don't go starting mess between Peter David and Sean Dixon.
Call me a dumbass, will you?
He cherishes that freaking drop. He knows he does.
I thought he forgot. I have to find that drop. I do, because I thought he forgot. Then last night, after five years, Lil Hellfire, he's like, "Oh, I wasn't a dumbass."
At least you didn't call me a dumbass. Oh, that's the standard for our interviews now. We don't get called dumbasses. Okay. I like it. That fits.
I know. She actually seemed like she enjoyed herself.
Yeah, it's great to know that set is fun because it seems like so much CGI and stuff. Go watch our interview if you haven't. By the way, scroll down or scroll over.
Yes, Annie Chang, Capes and Lunatics, episode 247.
We're not close, so I can't say it yet. Can't do it till we get to the 50s.
Only 21 more episodes of Hellfire. You can plan that.
Well, that won't work out to our summer of '69, would it? By chance? I don't think
I will do the math when we're done with Hellfire. But either way, you can plan the episode.
Excellent.
Once inside, the Penguin's henchmen got out of the flower penguin and started taking the charity money to a van when suddenly the lights went off. Like somebody at Lil's house, and it started to rain.
It's raining men. Hallelujah. Oh, no. Or is it raining? It's Gotham, so let the bodies hit the floor is more appropriate.
Goes from one song to the other at Lil's house. Hey,
Exactly.
Someone activated the artificial night and the simulated rain. I know. Plot device. Yes, they can. They can.
Remote that you use at home.
And they can simulate like any weather condition, or and the clothes of the weird.
Think they are a harp. If you're a conspiracy theorist, you know.
And then all of a sudden, the Penguin's men find the clothes and a weird mask from that guy on the floor.
What's going on?
Just then, Batman appeared to stop the thugs from stealing the money.
Boo!
We need the money. Gimme.
You weren't supposed to be here.
You tried to rip off the 1%. I am here.
We need the money.
Hello? Can we talk about it? I think we've mentioned it casually, but honestly, this needs to be long boobs and window boxes. How many times has Batman really saved the poor people of Gotham? really, truly.
I mean, he saves him from like bullets and stuff, but it's like, yeah, when it comes to money, oh yeah, he's Captain Defender of the 1%.
We need the
Probably
money.
because
Gimme,
it's
gimme.
tied into it somehow.
Oh
Wayne
my god,
Industries has their fingers in a lot of pies. Hey,
man, he really seemed angry this time. I wonder why. Meanwhile, Bruce Wayne's like sponsoring the whole thing, bro.
exactly.
because his mother loved flowers or something.
Bro, I'm telling you, if we don't see that like in like the GCPD like show where they're like so weird.
He beats people with that memory of that dead mother. Everything. It's like, oh, she loved pearls, she loved flowers. She loved the opera. Oh my god! I'm just waiting for the moment. Oh yes, the mother and father loved whips. Paging Dr. Freud. All right. The police arrest the crooks, and someone made an anonymous call to the police telling them the location of Nico Vanetti. Oh boy, I wonder who that anonymous tip was.
Make like a statue.
I mean, for all we know, even Robin didn't know where he was. So where'd that guy go? None of your business. I mean, it makes more sense than when we see him taking guys to the cave. It's like,
he killed every last person that worked on that cave. I'm just saying. We all know it. We just don't talk about it.
Well, the cave was already there. All he had to do was fashion some stairs and put some fancy rich man computers in there, okay? And a garage door.
Him and Alfred didn't do that by themselves. They
Oh, you're kidding?
Men.
No, he made Alfred go the war.
Well, fine. Okay, Alfred killed the people. Alfred hired the people and killed them. Okay, fine. But Batman was complicit.
Hey, you have a cave, man. No one's going to find them bodies. Very good, sir.
Just right off the side.
When Batman confronts the Penguin, he actually forces the actuary to confess that the plan was his idea and that the Penguin has nothing to do with it. Penguin told the actuary to beware in Blackgate as bad things may happen in there. Oh, boy. So.
I love how Batman just bursts in through that beaded freaking doorway. It's
I know.
ridiculous. I love it.
So we never see the actuary again. So is that Penguin's way of saying, "Oh yeah, you're dead, kid"?
It's all rape and murder. I'll tell you that.
He's like, "I'll tell you how to get into Arkham," and then he has somebody in Arkham. Bring back the actuary.
There you go.
Dear Chuck Dixon.
This issue is Adrian Roy's last as a regular colorist in the Detective Comics title.
Is he?
There's a typing mistake. First issue was Nico Vanetta, and this issue is Nico Vanetti.
It's Nico Vanetti, right?
I don't know. Well, it ended with an A in the first one, it ended with an I in this one. See, remember when we were doing Nightfall and I said, "Oh, Black Mask was smart and he left town"? Yes, this was the reappearance of Black Mask after Nightfall.
It's like, Nightfall. Let's take out the trash. Try to get rid of me, see?
He saw that Azrael bearing down the tracks. He's like, "I'm out.
I'll be back."
I mean,
Not today. Not today, Satan.
When you think about it, it's a strange kind of logic, but it makes sense. It's like, hey, you got a more brutal Batman coming in. Let him kill off a bunch of the competition. Then I just got to kill this new Batman.
Work smarter, not harder, my loves. Work smarter, not harder.
Do I want to take a shot at the Joker? No, let the new kid try. If he can succeed, and I don't gotta pay him. Hey,
like honestly, we really do need a bigger villain than Joker at this point.
There's so much potential for greatness, but the Joker always overshadows everybody.
I don't know why. Like Joker in 2022 is a joke to me. Like I don't like clowns. But
who does?
I don't know. Some people they still have jobs.
Clown fetish.
Although I don't know. I think they canceled circuses, as far as I know. So
I don't know. I don't think they have to cancel circuses, but it's like, yeah, you can't have animals or
yeah.
That's how clowns are keeping work, because it's like, oh, you don't have any animals. It's like, oh, what can we do to fill all that time? More clowns.
I liked the circus when I was a kid, and then I started actually thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cruel. It's pretty cruel.
God bless those people that clean up the elephant poop. Come on.
The things that we used to do, just even in the 80s, it scares me now as an adult. Like, wait a minute.
Hell, the 90s, too.
Oh, the 90s is its own special brand of what the F.
I mean, Milli Vanilli, come on.
Well, you know, that lip syncing scandals were actually really big in that type of era, in that type of genre, because you had that Martha Walsh thing. That happened to her twice. Where they no, it did. True story. The Everybody song, and then also the CNC song, Everybody Work. That happened to her twice. Where they had a different woman singing her parts in the videos. It's wild. Now nobody can sing thanks to auto-tune. Anyway, that's a different podcast.
I know. I mean, you were big when your scandal went big before the internet. Come on, kids.
Seriously. Yeah, looking at you, Tanya Harding. Ruined my 1992 Olympics with my mother. How dare you? Although, shout out to Winter Olympics. They're on right now, and I am so here for the ice skating stuff.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I only like ice skating. That's my winter sport.
Oh, my God. I can't believe you said that. Last night, Charlie S. was like, who cares about the Winter Olympics? He's like, unless it's like figure skating, no one cares.
It's true. It's the equivalent to gymnastics in the summer. If you know, you know.
Oh, my God. Now I just want an episode of you and Charlie sitting there watching figure skating.
Don't tempt us. We'll do it.
I know. You love figure skating, and Charlie will talk about anything.
I think it's because he's from Michigan. So
Oh.
I like the Winter Olympics, the ice skating. Yeah, that tracks. And hockey.
We're doing me now.
So if you're a girl, you like ice skating. If you're a boy, you like the hockey. So that's how that works.
I do it for free.
Oh, anywho.
All right. So new books. Like I said, I got Batman, I got Detective, and I got Arkham City. So
you're still reading Arkham City?
Yeah. Why'd you give up?
I didn't give up, but I'm about to.
Well, the issue 5 came out this week, and it's only 6. So.
All right, I guess I can tough it out.
I thought it was gonna. I mean, it started during.
It was good. The first 2.5 issues were good, and then it lost its steam.
Well, I think is it because it was supposed to like loosely be like tied in with Fear State, but it's like Fear State's over and done, kid. What are we still doing here?
Fear State wasn't the book that they thought was gonna be it.
So it's like, is this still supposed to be taking place during Fear State, or is this thing still going on even though Fear State's done? I mean, it's hard to tell.
It's like, stop ruining the Arkham City brand. Arkham City brand is about to be as bad as the Savage brand in Marvel.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they injured Jean Paul Valley. I thought you'd like that. Oh yeah, Vampire Bite. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, the minute I saw that panel of Nocturne, I'm like, oh God, are they going to try to turn Azrael into a vampire now?
Chop his head off.
You know,
Detective Stone's kind of boring. Just saying.
Well, the whole thing, it's like it had such potential, but now it's like, okay, so 6 issues of just this woman running around with this skull. It's like, really? What are we doing?
You think this is a Black Label book? Hey.
Oh my. But no, I mean, it seems like it lost the focus. Now it's just like, hey, look how many we remember all these old villains. See, some of them you may not have seen since before Crisis.
Hint, it all matters, but not really. Nothing matters. We just want your money, nerd.
And in case you hadn't heard, kids, on all the covers this week, The Batman in theaters March 4th.
Isn't it a little too soon?
I mean, about a month. But I'm just like, if you're reading a Batman comic book,
only commercials I see when I see commercials.
Well, that too. Yeah, and then the back covers there's another ad. But no, I'm like, if you're reading a Batman book, especially like Arkham City, don't you think you already know there's a Batman? There's a Batman.
Just in case you're an Archie kid and you walk past the DC section.
I was gonna say
the movie.
if you walk, they just want all those. They want all the on the newsstand comic shops shelves.
If I started an Archie podcast, I wonder if Annie Chang would join me.
Oh, nice. I would put that on. Oh my god. Annie Chang. Oh my god, that's a big name. That'd have to be Patreon. Come on. See, you roll your eyes at me, but you're as bad as me. You're like, I think I want to do this new podcast this week. You know.
I tell you, we have to like keep each other focused. Like, no, Philip, no, Danielle will kill me. No.
Oh, it's already in my head. It's just like, do we need another podcast? Oh, but she's going to be talking with Annie Chang. Oh my god!
To do an Archie podcast.
Oh my god, that is the show. That is the effing show. You talk Archie every week with a different celebrity every week. Or a comic
would be the dream, actually.
Or a comic
actually
creator.
A lot of famous people that love Archie, actually. It's so weird. It's so weird.
She's looking at you, Joe Manganiello.
Joe Manganiello can get it.
Bro, do you know what I would give to be a fly on the wall on one of those Dungeons and Dragons sessions? Like, oh my god.
I thought you were going to say...
I want to be in the room.
I thought you were going to say, you know what I would give to do a podcast with Joe Manganiello. I'm like, yeah, you'd be licking the screen. I know.
It's a giant size man.
Can't chance it. So, Sofia Vergara can't chance it.
It's a giant size man thing.
Well, so yeah, so you feeling like me, like Arkham City? It's kind of like
it fizzled out.
Yeah.
Like, I just want them to take it kind of back to like, you know how Arkham City is kind of like just synonymous with the video games and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go back to that branding, just like I want Injustice to be a better brand.
But it's like, I don't know what we're doing at this point, because it's like, it seemed like there was a mission, but now they're just like running around, and I'm just like, were they planning to spin something out of this? Because I'm like, why are we still...
They spin out of this at this point? Not an Ezra book, because he's already got one, right?
Yeah, or like some of these villains or something. I'm just...
I don't know. I think they got cut off at the knees. Honestly, this feels like it got retooled in the middle.
Yeah. That's exactly what it feels like. Because I was like, after 3 or 4, I'm like, why are we still here? So yeah, that sounds about right.
Like I said, we're expecting once that merger happens for a lot of things to be different. They are cutting the fat after that merger. So.
Oh yeah, and it
happens in like the end of March, early April. So.
And I always thought they wanted to put like Joker and everyone in it, but it was like, I wonder if they were just like, no, you can't use any of the big guys. Can't use Joker. Can't use Penguin. Can't use Riddler.
Well, we've supposedly been killing Joker for what, 2 years now in that damn book.
Well, that's what we were gonna do. 5G. We're not doing 5G. Yeah, right.
We just renamed it so we didn't have to pay Dan DiDio, which I'm all for. I'm all for that. Yes, take a drink, kids. It's been a while for the Dan DiDio slander, but it is back.
Yes.
You're welcome, Kristen.
It's oh my.
I'm here for Dick.
Diggity dank.
But no, it's like, no, we're not doing 5G. We were going to kill Superman. No, we're going to kill the whole Justice League.
Maybe they were pod people the whole time, and they end up on an island.
Oh my god, did you see Marvel's doing another Secret Invasion? I wonder why. But I'm like, oh my god, can you imagine everyone on that damn Krakoa is going to be a Skrull?
Honestly, I'd believe it. It'd make more sense.
I could see it.
Talk about your Clone Wars. Yikes.
Hey-o. Captain Krakoa my ass.
Nice.
Okay. Detective 1051. Have you been keeping up on the weekly detective?
I mean, I have ARG.
Okay. So what do you think about the whole Psycho Pirate twist?
Pirates, ARG.
You know what? Honestly, they finally figured out how to do a good Psycho Pirate, in my personal opinion. I like Psycho Pirate. That's the only thing I like.
I mean, this seems like the first Psycho Pirate story in a long time that hasn't had to do with like the multiverse or, what do you
Yeah,
remember?
because he's always, yes, that's exactly what it is. He's always tied to convoluted BS, and this one
Yes.
is kind of pretty much more straightforward.
This is like back in the pre-crisis era, like those Conway Justice League
And like we're
reading. Yeah.
doing Shadows of the Bat, So
Yes.
it kind of makes sense that we're trying to get back to a simpler, less convoluted time. I think it makes sense to me.
Yes.
Is the execution there? No, there's too many cooks in the kitchen, It is.
So,
But it's a pretty good story.
yeah, I mean,
it's
it's
give
good.
Huntress something to do, which I love. Although, not my favorite version of Huntress, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Earth 2, what are you gonna do?
I mean, between the previous stuff and then this weekly story, I'm wondering if we're gonna be
They were like, Spider-Man's doing weekly books. We gotta do a weekly Batman book. I guarantee you.
We're gonna
That's
try to
all
spin.
this is about.
Are we gonna try to spin a new Huntress book out of this? Maybe.
I hope so. They too need more female books, much like Marvel. I mean, they are actually in desperate need. They only have Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, I want either a Huntress book or a Birds of Prey book. Come on.
I mean, we got the Batgirls book, but
yeah, that's kind of
not
like
doing too good, actually, unfortunately.
Really.
But I think once the Batgirl movie comes out, whenever that comes out, they'll have to. You know what I mean?
And no offense, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not my cup of tea. Like, I think they could do with like a change up in the art on that book.
I could see that. Kind of like how the Burnside arc wasn't really kind of my cup of tea on the art side either. So yeah, I get it.
I think isn't that movie like everyone's like, oh, what's with that suit? I'm like, that's the Burnside suit. Yeah,
exactly. But I think that they're definitely gonna do. They're gonna have like that Burnside attitude, which they kind of need in a movie.
Well, yeah.
Post 2015, they kind of need that. But at the same time, I think they're gonna give her more classic traits and stuff. So
yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of Burnside influence because I think they said they cast one of her friends from that arc. So yeah.
Yeah. But I still think it's gonna have some of the more classic elements. It almost has to, because actually Burnside wasn't that popular. It wasn't. Don't at me. It did bring in new fans, though. I will give it that. Of the Tumblr persuasion. Well, whether that's a good or bad thing, I don't know.
Plus just the timing too. Was that New 52 or? I'm trying to remember.
It was like that in between weird.
Yeah.
Era.
Just the timing of that.
Everybody was way too young for it to make sense.
Yeah, and just yeah, it's like, hey, the DC universe is only 5 years old, and Batman's already had like 4 or 5 Robins. It's like, okay.
Well, you know why? Batman doesn't want to get shot.
We know. All right. Batman 120.
Oh, like I said, I am feeling the Batman books more than Detective at the moment. It's just one of those cycles. So yeah.
Speaking of art, I do like the art on this.
It has so much atmosphere. I really do love it.
Oh yeah, especially for a Bat book. I mean, yeah, they play with the shadows and stuff. And okay, here's the question I wanted to ask you, because like I see all the rumors now. They're like, oh, well, if we're killing Batman with the rest of the Justice League, or like, with Lex in this story, is Lex going to try to be the new Batman?
Oh God, no! He's
remember like he tried to be Superman a couple years ago. I'm like, why do we keep cuckolding Lex? I'm gonna be Superman. I'm gonna be Batman. It's like, no, Lex would never do this.
It's his ego.
I guess. I mean, I could see him putting on a suit.
I see Lex. Honestly, I feel like Lex Luthor is actually a more apropos villain for Batman than Superman.
Yeah.
For me, it's always been that way. So it's just kind of like, honestly, him being the next Batman makes sense to me.
But I could just see him putting on a suit and pulling like a Nightwing and be like, "No, I'm better than Batman."
Of course. That's what I mean.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I don't see him putting a bat on his chest.
No. But he'll definitely go vigilante. There's nobody to stop him now. Also, another book that I'm not saying that it suffers from too many cooks in the kitchen, but why do we have so many people on these books now? Is that just old school me? Like, can I just get one writer, one artist on a book these days?
Well, some of these have backups too. So like Batman has Batman
Yeah,
and
we don't need backups. Not in a Bat book. That is actually a crime.
because they want to charge more, Lil Hellfire.
I know. Trust me. I saw the $4.99 price tag,
I know. That's why the backup's there, so they can charge $4.99 instead of $3.99.
and it didn't need a backup. That's my whole point. That's my point.
I know. I know.
Batman books, like nowadays, like post 2011, don't need backup books. I don't care. Just charge more if you want to charge more, bro. Don't give me a
Yeah,
backup.
but if anyone's getting backups, it's Batman because they want to jack up the price on the popular books.
Yeah, but the point is that what are you gonna do? Not read a Batman book?
I know.
So just jack up the price and spare me the niceties, because I didn't like the backup story.
Or give us longer, just one longer story.
Yeah. Oh, they don't want to pay the writer and the artist either, though. So.
Oh, and they'd be killing people like on the Weekly Detective unless they rotated teams like Spider-Man's doing.
True. I'd be kind of down for that actually at this point, as long as they bring back Tom Taylor. Justice for Tom Taylor. But
Tom
honestly,
Taylor.
he's really found his niche on the other side of things, so I don't know
Yeah.
if I would subject him to that. Like it's a lot of pressure to be on a Bat book, I think.
Oh, well, I mean, Tom Taylor's doing Nightwing, but I mean, he's busy. I mean, he's doing Nightwing, Son of Kal-El, and then he's doing some. I mean, what's that? Dark
But
Ages
yeah,
at
you know what I mean?
Marvel.
Like
His...
Batman is the book at DC, basically.
Oh yeah.
Why do you think they didn't give it to Bendis? They're like, you can have Superman, you can't have Batman. I guarantee you that's how that happened.
They gave it to Joshua
Batman
Williamson.
is actually more his street level style when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, no.
You can have Superman.
Wait, what? You're gonna let the whole world know Bruce Wayne is Batman? Get out!
That's not gonna work. We don't have a Mephisto in this universe. That's not gonna work.
So I mean, that's kind of his thing there. You know, Daredevil, Superman.
That's his go-to. But
he
to
loves
be fair, people had done it before and after him. To be fair,
That's true. Well, yeah, that's what everyone was complaining about Superman. We're like, we just did this in New 52. Remember Casual Fridays, kids?
oh, I remember, and Tyler remembers even more than I do. Bro, I just bought a New 52 poster book because my other one, like the last couple of pages were like old and they kind of like warped. And I started flipping through it, and when I saw Casual Friday Superman, my fist was just balled up, and I was like, whoa. I was like, what? That's a visceral reaction.
Where's your chain wallet, kid?
Shopping at the Hot Topic. Hot Topic Superman. Never again.
Walking out with Funkos and a Harley Quinn t-shirt.
Oh, those were dark times. It was the end of Smallville. We had that Green Lantern movie. It was dark times, my friend.
I mean, we had fun poo-pooing it, but it's like, oh.
I don't ever want to go back to that.
All right. Are we done here?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I did want to shout out Dark Knights of Steel.
Oh, I haven't read it. Is it good?
I've been reading and following along, mostly because it's Tom Taylor. It's weird. It's giving me Smallville vibes in the best sense, I guess, to me. I like it. It's kind of a weird story, but like it's Tom Taylor, so I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. The art's really good. Who's on the art on that book? Yasmin Patruti Bangle is doing the art. It's just something different, and I don't know. I think I like this. This is fun for Superman. So
Did you see that?
The What If Tales, baby, we're back.
Well, did you see that they're promoting a new one now? It's like all the Justice League are dinosaurs. It's like Jurassic League or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
With that Pet movie coming out, they're just trying to see, because they're killing the Justice League. They're seeing what else.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like, well, if you kill the Justice League, you should bring back the JSA, don't you think? I mean, they should get some limited justice.
Yes. Yes, I know you're doing the plug, but yes, no, that's the perfect opportunity. When if they kill that Justice League, that the JSA needs to step up.
To come back. Yeah.
Yes. Can you imagine just a scene with like Jay Garrick thinking it's like, all these young guys keep dying and they just, I just keep getting pulled back in and stuff,
Good old Johnny Thunder, some Max Mercury.
Alan Scott, come on.
Yeah.
Because
Wildcat.
eventually, in whatever year, we're going to get that Green Lantern series on HBO Max. I think Alan's going to be in it. So
Yeah.
let's build the brand back up.
Actually, Stargirl was still doing really well in its season 2 as well. So it's like it's in the zeitgeist right now. So I think if you're gonna kill the Justice League, it only makes sense to bring back the JSA.
Yes.
And then they like solve the mystery of who killed the Justice League or whatever. It just makes sense to me.
Oh no, they're pulling a reverse what they did after Crisis, Lilith. The Justice League's going to be stuck somewhere. Oh, see?
But I haven't heard anything about JSA, so it's making me nervous.
I know. I mean,
think that just makes perfect sense, actually, in a really beautiful, symmetrical way. But I don't think they're that cerebral with it anymore. But I hope.
I don't know.
I hope they surprise us with that.
I think they're waiting for that news to settle. It's like, we're killing the Justice League. Did you hear? We're killing the Justice
League. Like Human Target is and Justice League International is. I don't know. I feel like they like Justice League International vibes are giving me definitely JSA vibes in a way.
There has to be something, because I think they even said when they were, touting that whole thing, they're like, yeah, there's not going to be a Justice League for at least a couple months. So,
and since we're erasing New 52, and we're really trying to get back to that Crisis on Infinite Earths timeline, that just makes sense. It just makes sense.
And you're telling me they're gonna take out the Justice League book and not do anything?
Not do a team book?
Exactly.
Maybe Avengers is not the best. Their book's not doing good either, but
I'm sorry. No offense, but they need a new writer. I mean, it's been too long.
I'm surprised they haven't spiced things up over there. They love to spice things up, and that thing has not been spiced up in a while.
I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, he writes good stories, but it just seems like he tries to do an event every arc, and it's just like, you don't need an event every arc.
Maybe that's a Marvel editorial mandate. You ever think about that?
Well, maybe that's what Charlie and I were talking about. Reckoning War. I'm like, Devil's Reign is still going on. What the hell?
Yeah. Fatigue.
Avengers Forever. I mean, there's at least 3 in Marvel. There's at least 3 events going on right now.
Devil's Reign is the best. Sorry, Spider-Man. I love it. I'm a Spider-Man fan, but I think that I prefer Devil's Reign over the Beyond right now, just because we're in the middle of it and it's still like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. Oh, we'll get to that because we still got to do a Spider-Man.
Ultimate Spider-Cast.
All right, kids. So, but here next week we're gonna be next 2 weeks are gonna be Catwoman, kids.
Wow.
And that's gonna take us right into the movie review. So yes, in 1 week we're gonna be covering, I believe it's 96 pages, Catwoman Selina's big score. And then in 2 weeks, kind of the follow-up to that, Catwoman, the first 4 issues of the 2002 Catwoman series.
Ooh. I just had my other friend Kristen, who's a big Catwoman fan. I want to get her opinion on it. So I think I'll ask her to send in some feedback. Maybe we'll get feedback.
Yes. Please. And then, like I said, in 3 weeks, that'll be the Batman movie review.
Featuring Ray of Into the Night, the original Moon Knight podcast.
Because he loves Batman.
Seriously, in March, give the kid a break.
I love Batman.
Well, April, technically.
Hey, Ray, can I get a drop of you saying, I love the Batman? Oh, he's going to be
the best Batman movie I've ever seen because it's the only Batman movie I've ever seen.
Oh, I think he's seen some of the other ones, but no, he's gonna be busy doing prep because Moon Knight's premieres March 30th.
Day after your day before your birthday.
Like 2 days before my birthday, I think. Yeah. So Ray's gonna be busy.
Oh wait, yeah, March has 31, April has 30.
Yes, March has 31. Yes.
That's why I always schedule all my meetings for April 31st.
All right,
that's
kids.
a Park and Rex joke.
All right, kids. So send your thoughts on all that, and then after the movie, Lil's like, "Woo! We're gonna take a break on some Catwoman, Riddler, and Penguin stuff." Woo!
Well, I don't mind the Catwoman stuff. It's the Riddler and the Penguin.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the next 2 weeks are gonna be really good.
That is like tonal whiplash with those two characters.
Exactly. All right, so send your thoughts on the upcoming Catwoman stuff. definitely send us your thoughts on the movie stuff. Email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-capes. And remember, you can follow We Are the Night, the Batman podcast on Facebook. The Batman on Facebook, on Twitter. Find the Batman fan group on Facebook. You can watch the video of this episode and every episode we do, especially the interviews, on our YouTube channel. I love you, Charlie Esser, the opposite. You're like shunning the light. Charlie Esser's like, look at my nipples. So find the YouTube channel and subscribe. Most importantly, please, if you can, subscribe to the Patreon. Every little bit helps, but $3 to $5 gets you the exclusive early access to creator interviews, Mr. DG Chichester. Hey, like you said,
Chichester chats.
You never know who's going to show up. It might not even be comic creators. We just talked to Andy Chang, so come on. All this content we give you, and Patreon exclusive. What's the worst superhero movie of all time? We're going to find out. And so will you if you subscribe.
Give me the money. Give me.
So patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Or you can find
don't make us send a giant penguin to your house. Don't make us do it.
Hey, well. Or pick up, if you also want to show support, pick up some Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch, which you can use to disguise yourself. So find links to all of that all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. All right, Lilith Hellfire. Where can people find you locking men in morgue drawers?
If you guys want to hang out with me on the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter @Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram @Lilith Hellfire69, and of course on TikTok and making the spicy comments. Maybe I'll be commenting on your post next @Lilith Hellfire69.
Ooh, that sure was close. I didn't get manhandled. The big finish.
Jazz hands.
Good for that release.
All right.
Oh.
What?
We didn't do a Blue Chew joke.
Oh, Blue Chew, please sponsor us. Do you need help with that big penguin, kids? Get some Blue Chew.
We were busy boning.
All right, kids. Thank you for joining us.
We were busy deflowering. Come on.
Oh! Wait, so the thugs were in the giant flower penguin, so can we say Batman deflowered them? Hey-oh.
Classic rich white man.
Turned the lights out and deflowered them, Lil Pot.
That Bruce is a menace.
Just some innocent citizens hanging around in a giant penguin, and that Batman has to come in and give him the old batarang. So yes, kids, in 1 week, Catwoman Selina's big score. And then in 2 weeks, Catwoman 1 through 4 from 2002. You'll know it by the goggles. All right, kids, come back next time. That's right. Join us same bat time.
Same bat channel.
We are the night.
The Batman podcast.
We are vengeance.
We're getting t-shirts. That's it.
That's the new disguise.